It's July 1964, a stage of the Vietnam War prior to US involvement. The USS Maddox, an Allen M. Sumner-class destroyer of the US Navy, is stationed off the Vietnamese coast, east of the demilitarized zone. She is outfitted for electronic eavesdropping intelligence gathering, conducting a De Haven Special Operations off Tsingtao patrol, also known as a DeSoto, in the Gulf of Tonkin. The United States' role in the Vietnam War at this point is still advisory and not that of an active belligerent. Maddox steams northwards, shadowing the North Vietnamese coastline under her primary tasking of collecting intelligence on Vietnamese military installations and monitoring key communications on behalf of South Vietnam. En route, the USS Maddox is being monitored and tracked by various North Vietnamese assets as she sails northwards towards Hon Mi Island. The Maddox will soon find herself at the centre of one of the 20th century's most critical moments, which will later tie the United States to over a decade of hard-fought conflict. On the nights of the 30th and 31st of July, South Vietnamese commandos undertake sabotage operations against Hon Mi Island. As this is ongoing, two other commando boats bombard Hon Gu Island, near the port of Vinh. These operations form part of Op Plan 34A, a clandestine program of coastal and air raids against the North Vietnamese. Whilst these attacks are underway, USS Maddox draws away from the Vietnamese coastline. She spots the retreating commandos in their Nasty-class vessels the following morning. On the morning of the 1st of August, the US intelligence site at Phu Bai monitors a North Vietnamese Shan-2-class gunboat, the T-146, communicating the position of the Maddox to the mainland. They detect that the North Vietnamese naval base at Ben Thuy begins to communicate with T-146. Alarmingly, US intelligence then intercepts Vietnamese traffic stating that it has been decided to fight the enemy tonight, with Maddox reported as being within the 12 nautical mile territorial waters of North Vietnam. This position data is true, with Maddox fluctuating between 8 and 14 nautical miles in what is disputed territorial waters. With the indication of imminent attack, the commander of USS Maddox informs 7th Fleet of his decision to temporarily terminate the patrol for the night. As the sun rises on the 2nd of August, North Vietnamese communications indicate that the motor torpedo boat squadron based at Port Hualut, Squadron 135, has been placed at high readiness. 3 P-4 motor torpedo boats and 2 Shan-2-class gunboats are ordered to concentrate near Hon Mi Island in response to Maddox's presence. As noon approaches on the 2nd of August, US intelligence issues a critical message to all relevant commands of the intended attack and adds that North Vietnamese vessels are currently shadowing the USS Maddox. As the Maddox heads northeast, she spots 3 torpedo boats of Squadron 135 north of Hon Mi Island, and the 2 Shan-2-class vessels shortly after. At 3 p.m, Maddox's radar detects the 3 torpedo boats moving against her from the southwest. In response, the Maddox turns quickly to the southeast and increases her speed, attempting to create distance with the attacking vessels. But it's no use. Under the orders of Commander Herbert Augier, Maddox's captain, the vessel goes to general quarters, with her radar showing the motor torpedo boats 20 miles southwest, closing fast at a speed of 50 knots. Despite earlier venturing into disputed waters, the Maddox is now some 23 nautical miles from shore, in international waters. With the torpedo boats bearing down on them, Maddox releases a flash precedence message to all commands operational in the Gulf of Tonkin. The USS Maddox is being approached by unidentified vessels believed to have the intention of attacking. Maddox makes clear that she will act in self-defense if deemed necessary, and makes a request for air cover from Essex-class aircraft carrier, the USS Ticonderoga. 4 of Ticonderoga's Vought F-8 Crusader fighters are already in the air, some 280 miles away from Maddox, and accelerate towards her. The USS Turner Joy, a Forrest Sherman-class destroyer, is ordered to make the best possible speed to Maddox's position. At 4 p.m, with the torpedo boats now within 10,000 yards, Maddox fires 3 warning shots, but the North Vietnamese vessels keep coming. Her captain makes his decision. The destroyer opens fire on Squadron 135 at a distance of 9,000 yards. A further flash precedence message is made notifying all relevant commands that she is now under attack. Squadron 135 splits astern of the Maddox. Two launch a torpedo each from a distance of 2,700 yards. In response, the Maddox swings hard to port to avoid, whilst keeping Squadron 135 under direct fire. Just as the third vessel is about to launch its own torpedo, Maddox's 5-inch guns score a hit. The F-8 Crusaders from the Ticonderoga scream overhead, unleashing a ferocious 20mm cannon and 5-inch rocket attack on the already burning torpedo boat. With US air power arriving above them, the remaining two torpedo boats make a sharp turn and flee northwest. The Crusaders follow, and deal the retreating vessels another fearsome cannon and rocket attack. Satisfied that the vessels are no longer capable of pursuing Maddox, the Crusaders withdraw. Miraculously, all three Vietnamese torpedo boats will make it back to report what happened, too severely damaged. The USS Maddox escapes, heading southeast to join the USS Turner Joy, with only a single bullet hole to show for the engagement. 2 days later, a second controversial patrol is conducted. Again, spotting suspected approaching Vietnamese vessels on radar, Maddox reports that they are under attack. However, this time no vessels are visibly spotted. Some would later suspect that radar and sonar anomalies and over-eager operators had resulted in a misidentification of the phantom contacts. Others would accuse the US of spinning the second patrol to push an agenda. These two incidents in the Gulf of Tonkin would see the United States enact the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution on the 10th of August. This would give President Lyndon B. Johnson authorization, without a declaration of war, to make use of a conventional military force in assistance of any member of the Southeast Asia Collective Defense Treaty, namely South Vietnam. This would be relied upon to escalate the United States' presence in the Vietnam War, in which a total of 2.7 million Americans would be deployed.